Right, aBDUL Rangers.
Right, how you
There you
doing?
go. Respect.
Respect.
Congratulations, my man.
Right, congratulations.
Champions, eh? Champions of Scotland.
Won the league after 10 years today.
Aye. Well, you know, last time I met you 6 months ago and you predicted that.
Yep, I got it right. Spot on.
And you got it right.
Aye.
So, props to you.
Right.
So what do you think then? How can you summarise it? How do you feel?
Oh, it feels great because it's 10 years is a long time. We waited 10 years for this. I always knew Rangers will come back, especially after being in the lower division, so we're back. So it was a nice day. We were at George Square today. Just spent the whole day there. We're in the early hours of the morning now. And I'm just back now.
I tried phoning you a few times,
aye. I got mobbed all
You got
day
the
with
gear,
Rangers
aye.
fans.
I see all that, the flag. And you got a lot of love from the Rangers fans
Oh,
and
I
that.
got mobbed all day today, you know.
Aye. And what about yesterday when you played against St Mirren?
Yeah, there were fans at Ibrox yesterday as well. It was a Saturday. And then today, Sunday, they were there.
A lot of people complaining about the coronavirus, that it shouldn't be a big crowd together and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
some people were saying that the Rangers fans never had the masks on and stuff. And what do you make of that?
Everyone's drinking. They waited 10 years for this. People's emotions, it's all emotional to you because when you love your football team, you don't see them win the league for that long. You just get carried away.
Aye.
You know.
But like from an impartial point of view, like weddings and stuff, you're not allowed to have more than 20 guests at a wedding, or like funerals, you can't have more than, I guess, 10.
Yeah.
And the last year or so has been a nightmare for everybody.
Yeah,
but even though it's been 10 years, it's still sort of kind of like a wee bit. A lot of people, not just Celtic fans, but a lot of people that are in the middle that don't support Celtic or Rangers will say that's wrong. That I don't know. I was in George Square as well today. It must have been at least 5,000 Rangers fans.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And maybe 5% or 10% had the masks on. The rest of them never.
Yeah.
And you obviously having a good time dancing and singing and that. But so you say it was just because it's been that long, 10 years, and then
People just carried away with emotion because it's been 10 years. We've been living under the shadow of Celtic for 10 years. So in the league, suddenly you just get carried away. But hard to keep it in.
Nicola Sturgeon as well, she tweeted as well that basically saying that was the kind of minority of Rangers fans, that it was wrong what they were doing, that, you know, because it was
be happy.
The next few days as well, in the papers as well.
We'll be in the papers tomorrow, yeah.
And you saying that you might get arrested as well? The police were kind of like,
well, I don't know. It's all over camera now, isn't it?
It's on camera. You got because obviously you're quite a well-known character.
So I could get picked out. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right. Okay. So, any message to Steven Gerrard? I mean, I know you might. Obviously, you're quite a famous character yourself. So
I would just congratulate him. You know, he took him 3 years to win the league, so I always knew he would do it. Just had to give him time. So he's done well. Rangers fans love him now. You know.
Aye.
I just hope he stays because I know Liverpool might be wanting to come.
You think he'll go?
Liverpool are obviously not doing well, and he always said I'll go back to Liverpool one day, but I just hope it's not to another few years.
Right. So a couple of people kind of messaged me in your last video, and they wanted me to ask you. A couple of your fans wanted me to ask you that the last 30 years. Who's your favourite players? The last 30 years, the best players that have signed for Rangers. In your opinion?
In my time, I used to like David Cooper, Ali McCoy, Derek Johnston. You know, these were players that's gone back a long time.
And what about the kind of the 90s and stuff?
In the 90s, I liked like Terry Butcher, Graham Roberts, and I liked Trevor Stephen, Gary Stephen. You know, the top English players and that. You know.
Alberts as well, and Laudrup. Obviously, Laudrup's probably one of the best.
Laudrup, he was good as well. Yeah, Laudrup. Yeah, he was a good.
Brian Laudrup, he was quite a good player.
Yeah.
And who would you say that if you could name 5 shitty players for Rangers over the last 30 years? Could you name 5?
In the last 30 years?
The last 20 years, or if you can remember.
What 3 bad players I had Rangers?
Aye.
Well, we had. It's hard to say, but we've had quite a few bad players, you know.
Name 5 then.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. 5 of the bad players. I don't know. Nothing like that comes off my head just now.
I would say the worst player for Rangers, and the amount of money you spent on the player, was Tory Andy Flo. Because Tory Andy Flo spent a lot of money for Tory Andy Flo from Chelsea, and he was probably, I would say he's one of the most shittest players for you.
Yeah.
It's like us. It's like Celtic. It was Rafael Scheidt,
right?
The Brazilian.
Right.
Do you remember him, Rafael Scheidt?
Aye. And this one, Shane Duffy, the one who just went Irish players, but he's not been doing
Shane Duffy as well.
Aye,
He's
aye.
not great.
The Rangers fans are all chanting his name today. There's only one Shane Duffy.
What do you think of Mark Walters?
Matt Walter, and he was a good player. Yeah.
Good player, aye.
He's a good player.
And what about Ali McCoy? Did I mention him?
I mentioned him. He was
You
one of my
mentioned that,
favourites.
yeah,
No, he
you-
was one of my favourites.
Big Mark Haitley as well.
Mark Haitley, David Cooper.
David Cooper was a great player.
Aye.
Rangers legend.
Oh, he was a winger. Derek Johnson, liked him.
Aye, so Abdul, I would just, you're quite big on TikTok as well, my friend.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I don't have TikTok myself, but somebody told me you had a TikTok account, but you're saying you don't have a TikTok account.
Somebody's put it under their name, you know, and I'm all over TikTok as well.
Apparently, there's a lot of views in that, you know, and you're quite kind of famous on
Yeah,
TikTok,
yeah,
aye.
it's got millions.
And you don't know, aye.
Yeah.
And you don't have it. It's not your account. It's just
No,
random people.
no, somebody's just put it on.
All right, okay, aye. And so we're standing here in the garage, 4
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, just
Coming
this-
after the day Rangers won the league.
aye,
I only got back from George Square now after getting mobbed
aye, aye.
by the Rangers fans all
There you
day.
go.
There were thousands there.
Well, 4 in the morning, we were doing an interview here,
Yeah,
and it's fucking
you've been
freezing.
calling me for hours, but obviously
How many missed calls was it? It was about 20 missed calls.
Aye, and they had me up in the shoulders. They had me up in the statue. Up in George Square, was up in the big statue and all that, you know.
Did you get your hole?
Well, not today, but I mean,
You maybe.
plenty of numbers.
Yeah, numbers, aye.
I need to recover.
Right. So listen, you need to sing me a couple of your songs. It's a big occasion. Rangers 10 years. Come on, you need to do a speciality songs then.
Well, the song we were singing about 10 in a row, no more, about Celtic, no more 10 in a row, 10 in a row, let Neil Lennon know, na 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 na, no more 10 in a row, 10 in a row, let Neil Lennon know, na 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 na. Another one was, Neil Lennon, are you listening? No more trophies you'll be lifting. We're smoking a hash, singing the sash, walking in the proddy wonderland. No surrender, we're the people.
So, what about, I know you've given a message to Gerard, but what message would you like to give to Neil Lennon?
Well, message to him was just to stay strong. I do feel sorry for you because you're not a magician. The Celtic fans have been turning against you. Your fans have been like throwing missiles at your clean bus and things like that. At the end of the day, people should just lay off Neil Lennon because at the end of the day, he's only human. He can only do so much, you know.
Have you met Neil Lennon yourself?
I met him quite a few times.
Have you, aye?
Seen him around by
Aye.
the road and that, you know. He's
spoke
like a
to you?
neighbour to mine, you know.
You spoke to him in that a couple of
Spoke
times?
to him a few times and that, you know,
Aye.
he knows who I am and all that, so
Aye.
it's only a bit of banter, you know, he doesn't mind me singing the songs, you know, he says to me, we've all got our crossfires, we all have our own sides, you know, but at the end of the day, he only doesn't like it when some people attack him in the street and that, you know.
Aye.
He says, I don't mind it if it's just a bit of banter and that songs, you know.
Aye, so Rangers as well, what else would you want to say for playing in Europe and stuff and domestically as well?
They're doing well in Europe, and then as I said 10 years ago, we got liquidated and went through administration, and we were liquidated and we got put down in third division. And that, so obviously we had to climb the divisions. Celtic will win the league every year, and a lot of people said we just would never come back to the top again. We made it after 10 years, so we've left the way, you know. So and we're still in Europe, we're doing well in Europe, you know. So.
They've really played really well. It's what a turnaround. I mean, in 10 years as well. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's just the way they've come back and they showed the character and yet.
Yeah. I think Stevie Gerrard's turned out to be a good manager.
Aye, well, great manager. I would say he's.
Great
I would
manager,
say. I would say he's one of the. What he's done with the
and
club
he's
is.
still got, I think he'll go even better because remember he's just young. He's just started off, you know.
So can you see him? Can you see him stay for the next couple of years, or what do you think?
Well,
you
obviously-
might go to Liverpool. next couple of
Liverpool,
years.
he's always said that if
So
I
he's
do,
serving his apprenticeship now in Rangers.
yeah, well, he's born and bred Liverpool.
Aye.
I don't think he'll go for any other club apart from Liverpool. But hopefully he doesn't go for a few years now, you know.
Aye.
I want to keep him for a few years.
Aye, so there's no fans as well at the stadium and stuff like that, and then because of the virus.
Yeah.
So
There's not been the same, you know. The grounds have been empty, so they've been better if we were at 50,000 in the ground and that, you know. So it's just been a bit strange that we win the league after all these years, but there was no fans this year. So the fans just had to turn up outside.
now they've got the vaccine. Will you be taking the vaccine yourself,
Might as well. Yeah, I think I will take the vaccine.
or you
yeah.
you going to be the last man standing?
No, I'll take it, but I'll probably not rush into it because I think a lot of people are now saying it's all right, you know, it's not got side effects, you know.
And now they're saying that things are going to go back to normal now in the summer.
Yeah, so hopefully next season, and my football band's up now, so I can go back for the
The football
season.
band's up now. You
That's
can
the
go
band
to the games,
finally.
aye.
It
We're
was
five
actually
years
banned
back.
up for this season, for last August, but obviously I couldn't go for the virus thing.
Right.
So I can now go back in, so hopefully Rangers back in the Champions League and everything. Maybe go for a long time.
European nights and that.
Yeah,
Aye,
yeah,
big European
yeah.
nights. Aye.
European nights back to the top.
Aye. Aye. Right, Abdul, so, what about next year then? What do you think? How do you think the season goes with the signings and stuff? Do you think Gerrard will get more players in?
I think he'll get good players and all that. And I've just heard that Gerrard's in touch with Mo Salah and he wants to try to get Mo Salah to come up to Rangers. So I'd love to see Mo Salah play for Rangers.
Is that right? Is that the exclusive? That you know that there. That's kind of like the Liverpool connection there.
Yeah. That's it.
So if Salah came to Rangers, I mean, can you imagine? Rangers would just. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the fans would. I mean,
He's
it's
more
not really-
loved here than he has ever been down there. He was just-
but Salah is just a natural goal scorer.
That's it, yeah.
I mean, you put him in the, anywhere near the penalty area,
yeah.
the ball's going to go in,
Yeah.
and just a great finisher.
That's it.
Salah
that's
is,
it. Yeah.
and especially going to Europe as well, Champions League. You know, he's got that
That's
European
it.
experience.
Yeah.
But money wise as well, that's the only issue. I mean,
That's gonna be a
imagine
problem.
the signing fee. I mean, imagine how much Rangers would have to.
I have to pay for him and then the
mean, do you know what I
wages
mean?
and everything. That would only be a problem.
You need to put your hands in your pockets for that, you know what I mean? You get all your money under your bed.
Yeah,
You've got 50, 60
Right,
million
I'll
you can
probably
figure
have
it
it as a
out.
hand.
Aye. Because I had as well, you won the lottery a few years ago. were you keeping it quiet? Right, Abdul, so last question for you, my man.
Yeah.
So, like, I always ask this question to people I interview. So what's the meaning of life for you?
Meaning of life is just to enjoy it to the most that you can, and it's whatever you make out of it, you know. So whatever you put in, you're going to get out of it. So just got to make most of it and be happy.
But like Rangers have worked hard and they've found success.
That's it. They worked hard.
So
Did it just happen?
that can apply to the individual person as well.
Yeah,
If you work hard,
yeah,
you go to
yeah.
college, uni,
Yeah. Put all your work in it. You know,
put that word in, you always get success at the
you'll
end.
get something the other side.
You never give up.
No, that's it.
A lot of people give up. A lot of people kind of like fall into drugs
That's a
and
bad
they give
thing.
up, fall into alcohol.
Aye,
They-
that's no-
they just dig up a kind of deeper hole for
Aye, God,
themselves.
just make it bad for themselves.
Get into gambling as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know, and they just go deeper and deeper into the debt and problems
Yeah,
and more and more hardship.
Yeah.
So it's just being a warrior and not being a worrier, and never give up.
That's it. Keep battling.
Aye.
Never give up.
Like Rangers have showed that.
Rangers showed that this year, that's it.
They've showed resilience.
The character. Strength.
One thing I would say about the Rangers fans, I'm not a Rangers fan myself, but one thing I'm going to say about Rangers fans is that they stood by the club.
Aye, even in the third division at 50,000.
Yeah, it's 50,000 people coming up, the fans coming up.
That's it. That's
Piss in the
loyalty.
rain.
That's loyalty.
Piss in the rain, cold.
That's it.
Used to go over. What were some of the clubs you were playing with the third division?
Well, further we were playing small teams like Peterhead, Annan, you know, wee small teams have still getting 50,000, you know.
50,000. How does Peterhead? I mean, I'm not obviously had 50,000 capacity.
Right,
Ibrox.
and-
What were their club? They can't hold 50,000 Peterhead.
No, when
Maybe-
they came at Ibrox,
Aye,
they were
Ibrox and that.
50,000, you know.
But they could probably hold 5,000 maybe.
Yeah, but that's it.
Aye, but the fans will go over there. Aye,
Yeah,
aye.
you know.
But it just goes to show you that how passionate Celtic and Rangers fans are. I
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
they're probably the most passionate
Yeah.
fans in the world.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other team in the world who are in the third tier of football, third league down, can get 50,000. Only Rangers could have done that in the world.
It's amazing that, isn't it?
That's Rangers.
And it just goes to show you that how passionate they are and how much football means.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a footballing man myself,
Yeah.
but for majority Glaswegians, it's
Well, look,
blue and green.
Today, thousands were out there today, right?
Thousands.
Celebrating.
Aye.
And look at Liverpool, they won the league after 30 years. And they never really had a big celebration like the way we did, you know. Their fans are not as passionate as we are, you know.
But I think Scotland, the Scottish people do it differently over here.
It feels like a religion.
It must be that.
It's like a religion to them.
It must be the Iron Brew.
My vodka in it.
Iron Brew and vodka, made for girders.
That's it.